All right, everybody. Hey, hey.
Hello.
How's it going? How's it going, folks?
Oh my
I
gosh.
am so pumped for today. This is going to be so much fun. Let me get our music
Ah!
going and everything. Welcome back, everybody, to Adobe Live. Hopefully, our
Yes,
sound and everything is hooked up the way it's supposed to be
hopefully.
today. But yeah, thank you all for sticking around for the final segment of the day. My name is VooDoo Val, and I'm joined by my awesome friend Panda here
Hello.
today. And we're going to be doing basically episode 2 of our desserts challenge that we did yesterday. I see so many familiar
Yes.
faces in chat. My boy J Meeks is in chat. What's up, JJ?
Hi, Jay.
Sam Peterson is here. Steve Festus Cossaboom. Or Lord
Hello.
Steve Festus Cossaboom.
Yes.
You're a lord now. Like you have such an epic name. That's just how we are going to be addressing
Yeah.
you. Jonathan is here, hoping to see VooDoo Val with dreadlocks today. No, I cut those off a long time ago. Keith is here. Good to see you, Keith.
Hello, Keith.
PM. It's wonderful to have everybody here. But yeah, we're gonna do the dessert challenge today. I want to kind of quickly explain what this challenge is before we dive into kind of a recap of what we did yesterday, as well as what we've got planned for today. So this is a challenge that I would love for all of you folks to get involved in. We did actually have somebody send us some art that they did while we were working yesterday, so I'm gonna do like a little spotlight for them today. If
Yes.
you are working along us, or if you did some work yesterday and you haven't finished it, but you maybe will during the stream, definitely share it to Twitter, because I'm going to check Twitter and Instagram before we end today and give any last spotlights that we missed. But essentially what we've done is we've taken images of desserts, and we are using those images to design something. So Panda and I are illustrators, so we're designing characters based on pictures of desserts. But if you were a UI UX designer and you want to use an image as inspiration for maybe a landing page prototype or an app design, if you're a hand letterer and you would like to maybe do like a hand lettering project based on an image, or make a font, or design a logo or an icon, anything you guys want, whatever you're doing, even photo compositing, whatever kind of work you do artistically, feel free to join in this challenge. So I'm gonna pop over here and I'm gonna show off what we did. So this one is, let me actually show yours first, Panda.
Oh boy.
So why don't you go ahead and kind of explain what you did yesterday?
Well, I found a lot of inspiration in Japanese raindrop cakes. They're completely clear little jello cakes, it looks like. And I was reminded of this character that I designed last year. She's like a slime girl. And I kind of wanted to try to add that nice translucence to her skin. And just kind of make her look like that clear jello. And as one of the reference photos I had was this clear pumpkin pie, and it had a little bit of whipped cream on the top. So I was like, you know what, that kind of looks like like when girls put their hair up in a towel. So I'm gonna do that, like she just got out of the shower. Oh, she's a slime creature. She's gonna be more, sweet and kind of translucent looking. And I had like dragon fruit, jello, and all kinds of inspirations. That was my idea. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to complete it because of family chores, but I'm definitely gonna try to be finishing her up maybe in another day or so.
Yeah, that sounds good. I love her. I love like all of like the parts of her that like break apart, and there's like the cool kind of like transparent, translucent vibe going, where you can see her hair through her hands and stuff. Very, very cool.
It is fun.
And then this is what I worked on. So I snagged this image that I thought was really cool, of like this little piece of mochi sweet, and then I made this little girl, because I kind of looked like, the image kind of looked like it could be like a hairdo, you know? So then I made this little gal who's like this cute little
She is so cute.
Well, I noticed that I added, like, I kind of made it not like candy though, like I made it like an actual plant, because she has like flowers in her hair and around her neck and stuff, even though it's technically candy. But that's just how I ended up interpreting it, and that's, what happened. So
yeah, you can always add on like a texture like image over top to kind of give her that rough look to her. But she's so cute. I love all the dewdrops you added.
I had a lot of fun. I actually added the dewdrops because of your suggestion of adding like the shinies on top. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I did just crank my mic up a little bit, Keith, so hopefully everything is good. I'm trying my darndest not to have any audio problems today. But such is the life of working from home. And doing some cool social distancing art streams with your buddies. So yeah, Steve said he actually did apply for a membership card for getting like honorifics, and he did choose Lord.
Yes!
So he's a Lord. Excellent.
Yay!
Excellent.
That's awesome, actually.
So today what I'm gonna do is I have this little image here of, let me grab my Pinterest board. I found this little, well actually Panda found this little mochi dude.
Oh,
it's
he's
like a
so
mochi
cute.
with a face on it. Yeah.
I love it.
And I'm in love with it. If I can pull it over here, maybe I'll get lucky and I can, there we go. All right. There we go. So like this little mochi dude is so cool.
I love it.
And I don't think I'm gonna put a leaf on his head because I already did a mochi character with a leaf on her head. But I am definitely gonna make like a mochi guy with like a transparent head so you can see his brain like through the mochi, you know?
Yes.
And I'm really excited about that. And then what are you gonna be doing, Panda?
I was looking through Pinterest and I found this really cute mushroom candy. There's like this Instagram that posts these videos of these like crazy fruits and candies that they make and design. And this was one of them, this little mushroom here. And when you cut it open, there's like a jello and berry kind of filling here in the lower part here, and then inside the cap is like dripping chocolate. So I thought it'd be kind of interesting to do like a little mushroom face with like a cap hat with some sugar dewdrops on it.
Okay.
With like the chocolate dripping out of the hat or kind of, you know, running off of it a little bit.
That sounds awesome. That's going to be so cute. All right, so I'm going to switch us over to our little dual view here and we can just jump into it. Again, actually one more thing before we do this, I do want to give Iman a shout out. That's what I want to do. Because let me pull up I'm gonna show your screen for just a moment, and then I'm gonna pull this up because, like I said, we did actually get somebody who started on the challenge with us yesterday, and so I did promise shout outs to everyone who participated. So not only did I retweet it because I wanted to make sure I retweeted anybody who did all of this with us, but I also wanted to show him on the broadcast because I thought that would be really cool. So let me grab our little hashtag here. We are using the hashtag Adobe Live Design Off for the challenge. Let me pull this up here. And this is what we got. Let me see. Oh, we got another one. Oh man.
Did we?
Oh man, we sure did.
Oh man.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna pull this up. Here we go. So I did post my little girl here, so if you guys want to check out the Twitter, it is there. But we got this from Iman yesterday, and it looks like she took an image of like a cool ice cream cake and then made like a little ice cream dude, which I think is so cute. It's like a little scoop of ice cream on his head, like a little icon. And then we just got another one from her, and it looks like it says changed it from an ice cream illustration to a type illustration. So we even got some type, and it just says design off, and it's done in like melting ice cream. This is so cool. I'm gonna favorite this, and I'm going to retweet it. Thank you so much for participating. And I'm gonna be checking these. Yes, I'm super pumped. I'm gonna be checking, like peeking at the Twitter throughout the broadcast. So if you folks decide that you're gonna tweet some things at us while you're working and get some works in progress done, we will definitely show them on stream. And I will also retweet anything that you guys do to participate. So I'm gonna switch back over here so everyone can get a look at what we're doing, and I'm gonna jump into it. Let's see. I kind of almost want to give this guy, like, make him like a super hero Mochi.
Oh yes.
Like, I was gonna give him, like, a little cape and make him, like, because Mochi's, like, I feel like it's, like, really cute, but I also kind of wanted to make him, like, Batman serious.
Yes.
You know?
You can, if you can be anyone, always be Batman.
Oh, yeah. Batman's pretty rad.
Did I tell you how I got to meet Batman and how I fell in love with him?
You did tell me about how you met Batman. Panda's in love with Batman.
I am, yes.
Panda, well, but Panda is to Wolverine as Val is to Kylo Ren. So
yes.
it's like a real bonding time for us.
It's a specific Wolverine. So I love did anyone ever watch X-Men Evolution back in the mid to late 90s?
That's the animation, right? No.
Yeah. Well, there's that one, and then there's I can't remember the theme song, but it was where like Jean and Scott and all the others were kind of like high school students.
Mm-hmm.
And so Wolverine couldn't flirt with Jean, which was the best. And it just kind of started with like oh man, like Charles was still it was like the sweetest Charles. Like Wolverine was just this grumpy old dude who just like tried so hard. It's when Rogue had the Louisiana Bayou accent.
Yes.
Remember that show? Yeah.
Yes, that was the good one.
That's the show that I was talking about. It's
That's
also
awesome.
Fun fact is also where X-23 originated from.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, because people say that she originated the comics. They're a liar. Because she didn't exist before that series. And that Wolverine is my absolute favorite.
Sam says that X-Men theme will be in my head all day now. Sorry, guys.
You're cursed.
Sorry. I can't.
Welcome to the club.
As soon as somebody mentions the X-Men animated series, I hear it. I hear like the just shredding that guitar. And I can see like Storm zoom out.
Yeah, flying through the sky.
Just like, haha, I'm here. And then Cyclops is like doing his thing, and I was like, I remember being like 7 years old, like, this is awesome.
Yes.
I was
remember
like
all
losing
of it. Oh man. Well, that's kind of like, that's where I think, at least for me, I had my first exposure to X-Men and stuff like that.
I just had an excellent idea.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
What did you just think of?
I'm gonna make this Mochi Man Doctor Strange.
Do it, yes!
No, I'm gonna give him a little goatee, and I'm gonna give him a little hairdo.
Now you have to, well, as Pandy, I'm gonna say you need to tag Benedict Cumberbatch.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
When you do it.
Mochi Strange.
He'll probably be like, what is happening? Okay.
Oh man, this is gonna be good. I'm gonna give him like the cape billowing behind him.
Yes. Trying to get all those little granola pieces that show the edge of the cap here.
That's looking really great.
Thank
that looks
you.
awesome.
I'm like getting a little into the detail, and I'm like, no, stop.
Yeah, I have to stop myself too. Especially now that I know that this is gonna be a Doctor Strange Mochi Man.
Yes.
This is gonna be.
Okay.
I'm giving him like a collar that's like too much.
Well,
like way too much.
The collar is too much.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. It's like
that's
pretty
just how
darn
he
whimsical.
Works. I will always and forever love the scene in Doctor Strange when the cape goes to pat his face.
It like goes to wipe a tear under his eye, and he's like, stop.
And he's like,
stop.
Excuse me.
That's not what we're doing here. This is my moment.
Yeah. Apparently that was
Mochi shall
something.
be his name. Yes.
Yes. Apparently that was something Benedict came up with. He's like, because the cape is sentient, can we have him like wipe my tears away?
That's excellent. I wish that they would do like an origin for that, because I believe there's like a woman trapped in the cape. Like,
really?
I think that's how it goes. Like, there's somebody like cursed into the cape, so it's like a person, but she's in the cape, and so he has the cape. But I don't know if that's canon or not anymore.
Well, I mean, it depends on what universe, and since this is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, you don't know what they're gonna do.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say I'm so excited for Thor: Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah.
And Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Gonna be rad.
It's gonna be pretty good.
All right.
I'm just happy that they're letting Thor be kind of a goofball now. I was like, oh, this is nice.
Yeah, he kind of needs to be.
Yeah.
It's necessary.
Too many serious characters. Okay, dewdrops.
All right, so I want to know what folks in chat are working on. Have you guys chosen an image for your own challenge entries, and what are you thinking of creating? And again, the way this challenge works is you just choose an image of a dessert and then create something out of that. You could even just be looking at the dessert image for reference for color palette or something. You don't actually have to make what you're making look like a dessert. You could just make it, you know, be honestly just drawing reference wherever comes naturally to you from the image. And you can do hand lettering for this, you can do font design, you can do UI UX design for this. All forms of creativity are welcome for this challenge.
Yes,
I'm gonna give him
see the creativity that people come up with.
He needs the goatee.
Yes, he's got to have that crazy little mustache.
But it's gotta be kind of like the cartoon or the comic Doctor Strange, so it has that little floof at the end.
Yes,
on the chin.
The little tuft on the chin.
Exactly.
That is my absolute favorite.
Oh no, this is too cute. I don't know if chat's gonna be able to handle this. This might be illegal to be this adorable and Doctor Strange and a mochi at the same time.
Now I'm gonna have to watch Doctor Strange when we're done.
Yeah, me too.
Because
he's so,
like he's
so
such
angry.
He's so angry. But then again, Doctor Strange is a very angry person.
Look at the face I drew. Oh no!
I love it so much.
I'm about to zoom in on it like big time on the stream. I know you have a delay. But he's so mad.
Oh man.
I want to give
his
him
little eyebrows.
Angry brows.
Oh man.
I am strange.
Doctor Strange. Did you see the meme that someone made of that scene in I think it was Endgame, and Doctor Strange, like Tony looks at Strange and he raises his hand. And someone took Tony's face and is like, is he flipping me off?
Yeah, I saw that. Because they were so far away in that scene. And I was like, what?
I was like, man, what is happening?
I remember thinking when I saw the movie, I was like, how could he
How can you see that from here?
How did he see that?
Oh.
Waiting on my drawing tablet, Richard says. Drawing with a mouse is impossible. I have a way that you can illustrate though without
with a mouse?
With a mouse, like a technique that you can use. So I'm gonna do a quick demo of that real quick. I'm gonna zoom over to full screen mine real quick.
Years ago I used to follow this artist who drew with a mouse only, and back then her stuff was phenomenal, but like now as an adult I look back at it and I'm like,
that must have been awful.
What a weeb.
Yeah.
But she was she was very talented. She knew what to do.
All right, so if you want to do kind of a cool illustration thing and you only have a mouse at the ready, you can build kind of a cool thing with shapes, with the shape tool. So maybe I want to make like a little head like this. Maybe I'll do something like that. And I'm gonna change it to like a greenish color, like so. And then I'm just gonna make like a little face here real quick. So I'm gonna make this little ellipse, and I'm gonna come in with a soft round brush.
Gosh, that's really cute.
So this is detail. This is like a default brush that you guys have. I'm gonna sample this green, and I'm gonna make it a darker green color. I'm gonna set my blending mode to dissolve, and then I'm going to kind of click around just to kind of shade this, because I can't paint because I have my mouse, and I'm gonna set that layer to a clipping mask. And I'm basically able to, if I keep making clipping masks, I can start to kind of, oops, I made a smart object, not a clipping mask. I'm basically able to like shade this thing. So let me add like a brighter color here, boom. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my brush, I'm gonna hit B. I'm gonna grab kind of a sharper brush, maybe a hard round pressure brush. I'm gonna grab a darker green color. I'll zoom in, and I'm gonna make sure I turn my smoothing on. I'm gonna turn my smoothing up to like 30%.
Oh yeah.
Make my brush small, because what this does is it allows me to do something, or to draw something with my mouse without worrying about having weird jaggedy angles.
Oh yeah, because it slows down your the motion of your pen.
Yeah, and it makes it really soft and subtle.
Yeah.
Check that out. Now I got like a cute little happy face. And I can even make my brush bigger if I want, and I could probably even come in here with the smoothing on and make my little guy a little hairdo.
Oh, yes! I'm gonna scooch. I gave my guy a breadcrumb nose, and it's too cute. Oh, that's so cute. Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's not 100% perfect, but you can noodle with it. You can toy with it. So, if you would like to illustrate with us, maybe you're an illustrator but you don't have digital illustration tools, there you go. And it's a pretty easy thing to do, and just like make some cute little mochis or make some cute little scoops of ice cream and tweet it to us with the hashtag Adobe Live Design Off, because we're gonna check those out at the end of the stream.
We absolutely will.
I'm gonna jump back to our dual stream thing so everyone can see.
My mushroom guy is way too cute. I'm actually I was like nervous because I was like, oh man, I could do it, but I don't know how I would do it. Now I'm doing it, and I'm like,
you know
really
what?
Cute.
It's actually really super adorable. You're doing a great job. Also, I like this little mochi head I just made so much. I think I'm gonna actually use it for the Doctor Strange head, but I'm just gonna keep his angry face on it and not have the mean face. So I'm gonna actually go ahead and put this mochi ball in here.
Do it. Oh, I keep hitting buttons.
Oops.
Okay, now I'm gonna go in.
Let me see.
This is like apple red.
It's cute though.
I know. I'm excited. I'm gonna I'm one of those artists who, like, if my line art is in any way, like, kind of translucent, like how it is now, on my own time, when I'm doing my own thing, I will be in here, like,
super, closing
like,
it all up.
Getting every pixel, because I'm just so, like, finicky about it. So I always have to, in moments like this, I have to, kind of just
avidly tell yourself to stop.
Yes, exactly.
Yep, I have to do the same thing, especially when I'm here on Adobe, or when I am like teaching the Adobe Photoshop Creative Challenge.
Yes.
If anytime I know that I'm like kind of pressed for time, I gotta remind myself not to do that.
Yeah. I copied my line art layers, and then I just made them. I pasted the same thing on top, so now it's darkened the line art there, so I can see and not fuss.
Gotcha.
I think that's my favorite thing about art, is fussing over it, because there's difference between going in and kind of getting lost in it, but when you sit and you fuss over it, when you get those super tiny details and all that crazy stuff that people are like, how did they put that in there? Like, that is my jam.
Well, you do a really good job at it too, because I've seen some of the level of detail that you get in your sketches, and I'm like pretty much blown away. All right, there we go.
Makes me happy.
Okay. I got his little head in there, and I'm gonna put his cape in there. He's so cute. I can't handle him.
It's gonna be too cute. I love it.
Too much.
But put that layer.
This cloak is red. Yeah, it's a red cloak. It's like a reddish cloak.
Like, majorly it's red.
Okay. And then I know it has like gold accents and stuff.
Yeah, there's like details on it. There's like colored details on it and stuff like that, but it's mostly a red cape.
Okay.
Either like a red or a blue.
Yeah, let me see. Let me double check. I'm gonna double check real quick.
It's been a hot minute since I watched Doctor Strange. That was a movie I wasn't really prepared to see, because I was like, oh no, Marvel's doing their thing again, whatever. And I watched it here at home, and I remember him, like the scene where he's talking about his hands, you know, he's nothing without his hands. And I was just kind of sitting there, and I was like, man, I get that.
Oh, okay. Jennifer just said, a cat You need a cat clock, a cat who sits next to you while you work too much, and then they yowl in your ear to pull back and give treats. It's so funny you say that, because I'm pretty sure that you have your sweet baby cat very, very near you, don't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, she has like a little spot behind Panda's computer.
Yeah, next to my screen right on this side, before I got it, she liked to lay in the window and, stick her face out there and just get some sunshine and some fresh air. And what I decided to do is put a pillow there for her so she can curl up and be all cute and snuggly. And also, it's an excuse for her to be close to me all the time. And and when I got my second screen, I was like, man, how am I gonna get her spot? And I just kind of mashed her pillow back there and made like a little nest for her. And she's actually not over there, she's actually over here next to her
right
food.
now, okay.
It's very, very toasty today. And,
I got to see Panda feeding her treats right in front of the camera today. That was awesome.
Oh, she's so cute. I'll see
jealous.
if we have time, maybe I'll try to do it.
Yeah, at the end
again.
to say goodbye. That would be cute.
My little pumpkin.
And then we'll have to call Shauna Lynn and tell her that she missed your cat.
Yes.
And you're gonna have to check out Shauna's streams, because I'm pretty sure Teddy gets to make appearances on Shauna's stream.
Oh,
Teddy is so cute.
You were telling me about that.
He's precious. He's a sweet little boy. Yeah, if you're looking for feedback, we also have portfolio reviews on Monday streams. Exactly, yeah. If anybody is looking for feedback, we do a lot of portfolio reviews on Mondays. Basically something that we do at the beginning of the week. So the those segments do have portfolio reviews for you, where you can submit, and there's a chance that you could be chosen for a review. So yeah, we can't do it during this segment today because we have a set plan for what we're doing, but definitely pop in here on a Monday. We have multiple segments doing portfolio reviews on Mondays, so you have a pretty good chance of getting your work noticed. Something else I noticed too on portfolio review days as well, though, is even if you don't get your portfolio reviewed on the stream, because we can only do a limited amount of those, I noticed that chat here pretty much, like, we're all in the mode for reviewing portfolios, and a lot of people in chat kind of take the initiative to give feedback on each other's work if they didn't get chosen. I've noticed that happening a lot. So you definitely have a pretty good chance of getting somebody to review your work and give you some helpful feedback on a Monday.
Yes. That would be awesome, actually.
Yes. Sam says he loves the shading on the mushroom. Yeah, I'm like losing my mind. I think it's adorable.
Thank you. I'm trying to brush. What are you doing? Excuse me. Oh, it's still loading because I did a thing.
Oh, gotcha.
I used the soft brush, and now it's like, oh, I need a second. Hang on. Okay, there we go. All right.
All right, I am going to do a little bit more line art here.
What wrong thing? I want this dark red right there, that black red color. There we go. That's what I want.
That looks good.
A little bit. Thank you.
Depends on which universe we're talking about, because in one he has a black cape. Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah. There's this artist I follow on Twitter who does, like, really spooky, creepy, like, drawings and sketches of Doctor Strange, and they just, like, radiate Cthulhu.
Oh, yeah.
And every time I see it, I'm like, man, Val would love this.
You should send it to me. That sounds like definitely something I would be into.
And they're beautiful. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous.
Because I'm like avidly trying to keep myself from making these adorable paintings I've been doing lately. Just nightmare fuel. I've been trying to stop myself because I just love the creepy.
It's because you've been hanging out with me, I'm sorry.
Hanging out with you, fault. And then also hanging out with Cody Bear, like doing the stream with Cody Bear. That was like, I'm definitely drawing mad inspiration from the two of you for these cute drawings.
You need to teach me how to draw creepy stuff.
I would love to do that, actually.
I would love to start drawing spooky things.
I would love that.
Just to get some fun down.
Yeah, it is right in the film, Jamie.
It is? Okay, that's what I was wondering. Because I know it has patterns and things like that. But I couldn't think of, like, everything that was a pattern.
Also, just for anybody who is just tuning in to the stream, if you are over on YouTube right now, definitely head over to behance.net/live, because that is where Panda and I are reading the chat, and we would love to hear from you. We'd love to hear your thoughts. And also, if you'd like to participate in this challenge with us, we would really love to have you. We're doing the dessert challenge, so essentially what we have done is Panda and I have chosen images of desserts, and we're using those images as inspiration for designing characters. Now, you do not have to design characters if you don't want. You can do hand lettering, you can do UI UX design, you can do photo compositing, whatever you want to do. As long as you select an image of dessert and then interpret some of that, somehow reference that in your work. And I also have a hashtag for you. Let me pull this little image up real quick. I have this hashtag that we are using on Twitter. And if you guys want to tweet us your work with hashtag Adobe Live Design Off, we've been doing some spotlights and shout outs of those who are participating. So we're definitely going to check it before the end of the stream. So if you had something you were working on with us yesterday for the challenge, or if you have something that you're working on today, please show us. It doesn't matter if it's finished. Does not matter in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, totally is not necessary for you to finish it in order to share it. Just post your sketch with a little bit of time left over. We do have about maybe 20 minutes before I will check, and then we'll have to say goodbye.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're at it's 3:33 right now, Pacific time, PM. And so we probably will have to say goodbye at like the 55-minute mark. So we're coming up on it here. But I guess what I mean to say is, like, the fun does not end there, because you guys can continue to do these challenges. Will also be back next week doing another challenge as well, another interesting art prompt for you guys. But I hope that you folks decide to share, because we have been, like, waiting for people to post illustrations for this, and we were so excited. Iman, when you posted your entry, we were like, oh my gosh, someone designed with us. So yeah, we were sitting there talking after the show, and Val was just meandering on Twitter, and she just goes and I was like, what happened, like thinking she just stabbed herself or something, and she goes, someone did it. And I was like, what do you mean? And she goes, someone did the challenge. Yes, we were very excited. To me. We were so excited. It was just like, yay. So yeah, and I will retweet anybody who posts challenge entries for this. So long, I will say one stipulation is, like, so long as it's family friendly, like, so long as it's like an appropriate entry into the challenge. But yeah, I would love to give you guys a spotlight and, like, pull up your work on the stream, and also retweet it and show off to all of my followers and stuff on Twitter that you guys did. Absolutely. Did the challenge and everything. Rita, welcome in. Hello. Hi. Okay. I'm actually making a lot of progress today. I'm very proud of myself. Okay. So I did, like, red lines for him, but I am gonna kind of take a page out of your book, actually, and I'm going to color the lines, I think. Really? Yeah, I've never done that before. It's my favorite thing ever. I don't know why I love doing it, but I love doing it. It adds so much to the character, to the environment, and, like, because, like, looking at this, you kind of get, but the black line art all kind of mixed together, and there being so many small details, it can get kind of confusing. Like, what is everything? Yeah. But once you go in and
horribly. You know, like add that little bit of line art, that little bit of color going on. You'll be able to really, you know, distinguish what's different about what.
This does look good. Oh no.
Yeah. See?
It's not even like super sophisticated line art, but just coloring it in and it looks so much better. Oh man.
It adds a lot of character. It really does.
That's awesome. Thank you.
I will always stand by that. Does it take 87 million years? Sometimes. You know what?
Sometimes it'd be that way.
Sometimes it'd be like that. But yeah, see, so there's my line art, and it's kind of flubbed.
Oh, I love it though.
I'm gonna take this purple. I've seen this technique sometimes where people will do the line art and kind of put this purple tone on it, like this. And you go through the options, it'll kind of like that, like it'll make things stand out.
Oh, that one!
Just a little bit,
is that?
You know what I mean?
What was that?
This one
up? Yeah!
That
the
is,
color burn?
That's color burn.
Oh, that looks so cool!
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, man.
So, and you can go through and like, I'm gonna take the dewdrops, and I'm gonna put that on top of my line art there, so I can really get that shine. I'm actually gonna go into the dewdrops. Dewdrops are always hard because they're clear, but they're white, and it's like, how do I do that?
Yeah, and you can like see some of the of the red in it.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed about like I'm gonna pull up the dewdrop that I did yesterday, because I noticed something while I was doing this.
Yeah.
And that was that sometimes, not that these are like the most spectacular dewdrops, but I noticed that it looks good if you like color it in not white, but a slightly lighter color than what it's sitting on top of.
Yeah, yeah.
And then make the center of it a little bit darker, almost like, because you know how things are darker when they're wet. And then I put like a little light dot, like a little dab of white paint to make it look like it was glossy and shiny, and I put like a rim light on it, like just went around the edge. So it kind of made it look like it was sitting, like something clear sitting on it.
Oh, those are so pretty, yeah. And you can even just use your eraser, like what I'm doing, and just kind of go through and make those little lines. Just like this.
Perfect.
I don't know how well it's working, but we'll see when I'm done.
Sometimes you gotta attempt things a little bit, you know? You have to like noodle with it until you find something that feels good.
Noodle with it.
Yes, I always say that. But
you know what that reminds me of though? A Kung Fu Panda. Noodles.
I haven't seen it in so long.
Noodles. Oh man, that is my, like, the days where I'm having just like the hardest time, like today is just poopy, I put on Kung Fu Panda because I relate to Po so much. He's my favorite, not because he's a panda, kind of, but
he's a very relatable guy emotionally.
He is.
I think
he absolutely is. Yeah.
It's definitely a feel-good movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but when I did see it, I did love what I saw.
I love Kung Fu Panda. It's one of my favorite movies.
Just got out of my client's favorite briefing meeting. Holy wow, I'm ecstatic, had to share. Congratulations!
Yay, that's good!
Anthony, that's great.
Good.
I'm glad everything seemed to go well. That's a good feeling.
Yeah. It's always exciting, especially if like you're nervous for it, you're kind of like, oh man, and then it all works out and you're like, aha!
I did it!
Success! I did the thing.
That's a Mario 3-up mushroom. Yeah, it's a little cute little Amanita.
It kind of is. That's what I thought of too when I saw it. I was like, man.
That's definitely the Amanita muscaria is the mushroom that they are referencing in Mario.
I haven't played a Mario game in so long.
Me neither. It's been a while. I used to have the original Nintendo.
Yes.
And stuff, and me and my brother used to play. We were big gamers growing up.
Oh man.
Yeah, Anthony says he was a nervous wreck.
Aww. Well, I'm happy everything went good.
Yeah, congrats. Really, love how both of you have separate different styles from each other. It looks dope. Yeah.
Hey,
and that's kind of the point of this like fun exercise, like this whole design off, is to just kind of invite like a bunch of different people on that do different stuff and kind of show off different ways of working. But we're kind of participating in the same thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and there's so many ways for people to be creative and to just do art and whatever. Like we look at like desserts and cake and things like that, and we go, oh my gosh, this is so amazing, how do they do that? Well, sometimes we have to stop ourselves and go, well, people think the same thing about my stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
different disciplines.
There's stuff there's stuff that you do that people look at and they go, whoa.
And then there's stuff that you do with your line art where I'm just like, how do you even have the patience to sit and do this, let alone make it so clean? Because some of your stuff, man, I'm just like, oh my gosh, how?
It's mainly because what I'm doing is stuff that I have picked up in seeing, cartoons growing up or movies, things like that. To me, that's how I perceived it, is seeing that crisp line art, the detail, all of that. And that's just what I picked up on.
Yeah, and just what resonated with you and what stuck with you.
And it's like, man, that's what really gets to me, is those nice, sharp, crispy lines and those tiny details. But at the same time, I love really rough sketched, just kind of not really, clear art. I love when it's all messy and sketchy, but when I go to sit down, I always find that I get really finicky, and it's like, no, it has to be perfect.
Yeah, I get really precious with it.
Yes.
It's funny that I think that's a really excellent point that you just raised about kind of like you do those things that I'm just like super wowed by, and that's your thing. But you're really right. And like a lot of people, they start specializing in the things that resonate with them the most about certain parts of art. And that is like what you gravitated towards and what you put your time into. And I did when I perceive art, when I see things, I kind of feel the same kind of appreciation in a different way. And so my art developed the way that my art did. So it's kind of like, it's not really out of your reach, and it's not really something that's impossible for everybody. It's just kind of about what you put the time into and what you're really passionate about in your work.
That is very true.
But that's a really great point. You'd love to get your work reviewed, Jamie? Yeah, definitely show up on a Monday, or if you do this challenge, we will definitely look. I can't say that we're gonna give like serious reviews for the entries for this challenge. However, I will pull it up on stream before we take off today, and I will I'll retweet it and then give you I could give you feedback separately. At another time as well. I can just comment on the Twitter post. Let me see. Also, the hashtag, if you would like to share with us, is hashtag Adobe Live Design Off. If you want to share. And you can post it on Twitter or Instagram, preferably Twitter, because that's how that's the one that I use the most. But I do have the hashtag pulled up on Instagram as well, just in case that's what you guys go for.
Yeah.
Also, we have maybe 10 minutes.
Okay.
Maybe 10 minutes left.
There we are.
This little Doctor Strange mochi is killing me. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna try and add like a little transparent, because you know how sometimes you can see like the filling?
Yes.
Through. I kind of want to add like a transparent part to him.
Yes. Making that see-through.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Oh, there we go. Okay, that looks a lot better. And then I'm gonna grab that color. Crumbs layer up here. That's the shine, not the crumbs. Okay.
You sound exactly like my inner thoughts every time I draw.
I just find out that I'm like, okay, there's a reason why, if you like, I have a whole bunch of layers off to the side that people can't see, and I have the line arts in its own folder. I have the color in its own folder. And, I always have to make sure everything's named, because like what I'll do is I'll hold control and just hover my mouse over something and tap, and I'll be able to look at the sign that, at my layers over here and go, is that crumbs? Okay, that's where I want it to go. Or why is it taking me to this layer? What is secretly hiding from me? Like, what is happening?
Ooh, I think I'm doing it. I think I found a way.
You got it?
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna like
kind of
paint it in. You know, like you accidentally do a thing and you're like, oh, I'm a genius. Because I honestly did not know how I was really going to make this look like transparent mochi or like suggest that you could see a thing through this, but I think I just did it by accident.
Nice.
I was just going to do like a raw experiment for everyone on stream. I was just like, well,
let's see how this goes.
Yeah, hope it doesn't, hope I don't break it.
Okay, so there's that, and then I want to go to...
You know how mochi has like that, like white, almost like flour, you know, like the flour on its surface?
Yes.
I'm trying to kind of suggest that right now.
Like that powder.
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say, yeah, try doing that with like a lighter color or something. That might really kind of catch that.
Yeah, like really subtly. That's what I'm going for here. I'm trying to do that without also making it look muddy is the trick.
That's the hard part. Line art.
I think it does look like mochi now, though. I think I might have nailed it. I do, however, want to make the line art for his face a dark green.
Ooh, yes.
So I'm gonna go back to that. Also, fun tip: if you hold Control and click something on your canvas, it will instantly make you select the layer that thing is on. But since we have layers in Photoshop, if you hold Control and right-click it, it will open up instantly a little teeny tiny menu thing of every layer that is directly under your cursor where you clicked. So you don't have to, because one thing is, like, if you're like me and you use a lot of blending modes and you click something, but there's a blending mode between your cursor and that sketch, it'll just go to the blending mode. But now I can just come in here and go to, and like click through the layers. It's better if you name your layers because then you know where you're going. Yes. But yeah, that's how you do that.
How do you do that? Tell me again.
Hold Control, and it turns your cursor into like a little pointer, and then just click on something, and you'll notice it changes you to that layer. But if you hold Control and right-click it, it should open up a little panel that shows you see, that's every layer that's right under your cursor. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Yeah. So
that's awesome.
Really easy way to select a layer.
That is actually
so you don't have to like scroll through tons of layers if you're not a very organized layer person.
Hi, my name's Panda. I'm not a very organized layer person.
Same. All right, we got maybe 7 minutes. Kind of doing this countdown. I hope I'm not making you nervous.
I'm a little bit farther along than how I was the day before, like yesterday. So I'm not wigging out too bad.
Yeah, I think that you have made like some really great progress. I think it looks wonderful.
Yeah. I'm just trying to go through and just figure out what's what and just get it all nice and cleaned out and set everything up the way I would like it to be. Just fuss. Doing what I like to do the most is fuss.
Yes. Fuss with the details. That's
getting fussy.
Mm-hmm.
Making it look nice and crispy. Uh-oh. I always forget because I always lock the layers when I'm drawing so I can go back later and change the color if I have to. I always forget to unlock it and I go to erase it and it's like, whoa, why are you turning white? Oh, that's why.
sometimes when it comes to Photoshop, because there are so many different things in the program, sometimes I notice, like, if I really don't understand why something's not doing a certain thing, it's probably because I need to relax.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Just kind of like breathe.
Yeah.
It's all good. There we go.
Relax, slow down, really think about what I'm doing. Sometimes I'm like, why is my brush not working? What's going on?
Yes.
And then I realize I'm painting on a white canvas with the color white selected.
Oh, yeah.
Or I'm like trying to draw something and I can see, like, obviously I have black selected. What's going on? And I realize I've been on my eraser tool the whole time.
Yes.
So
or my favorite, you find out that you've been drawing on the
background.
On the background, and you're like, well, dang it.
I also have a quick tip on how you can sort that out as well.
Oh.
So if you, I'm gonna full screen to mine because I think I have time to do like a little quick little thing. So if I'm gonna go to my background layer, I'm gonna scribble on my background layer real quick. So if I'm on my background layer and I say I like draw a little guy on my background layer, and he looks like this. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh, actually, I didn't draw on the background layer. Hey, I'm trying to do a demo here. Come on, Val.
Excuse me.
There we go. So if I draw directly on my background layer, and I make like a little face, and he looks so happy, and then I can go to channels. If you don't have channels, then you can go up to window, and then select channels. It'll open up the channels panel for you. So channels, you can see, even though I'm only selected onto one layer, it shows me all of what is visible on my canvas. So if I hide everything that's visible, real quick, I'm gonna group it all together and hide it, so it's just this little happy face, and I go back to channels, and I hold Control and I click the icon that says RGB. It selects everything that's on that layer. So I'm gonna do a quick like little select inverse here, and then I'm gonna say Control J. If I can here, let me see, Control J, boom. And so now if I paint bucket in this layer to fix my background, it's a little bit faint. It's a little bit faint, but that's okay. But I basically have, I can actually duplicate that to make it,
You're just, it sounds like you're selecting by color.
Yeah, and you can also select by values. But now I have this, it's on its own thing. And I can actually grab some red and put a slash through so you can see that it is on its own layer back here.
That is actually awesome.
Yeah. So,
I will have to remember that, because I do that all the time.
Me too. I do it constantly.
All the time.
I do it constantly.
And it's like, well, I cry.
All right, I'm gonna peek because we do have to take off. It is time to go. I'm gonna peek and see if anything came through. If not, if nobody was able to finish new stuff for the design challenge for the hashtag, that is totally okay. Because I'm going to keep an eye on it for a day or so, and retweet anything that comes through. And I don't think anything new came in, but that is a-okay. I'm going to show the ones that did come through from Iman again. She did this awesome ice cream themed design off thing here, which was really great.
I love it.
Also did this little ice cream icon, which I thought was really, really cool. So thank you, Iman, for participating. Again, if you guys decide to continue working on things, after this, you can always continue to share with the Adobe Live Design Off hashtag. And I will continue to look at them on social media and also to retweet what you have shared with us. But we do have to take off, so I'm gonna full screen us really quick. Well, actually, we can show what we worked on. Yeah.
I didn't get the chocolate cut in right, but you know what? This is still really cute, and I'm very happy for
Oh, you should be proud. That is so cute. I love that you referenced the shiny, like wobbly kind of white shine pieces from your image in the surface of the mushroom cap. It looks
like drizzle, and I just love it.
That is so cool. Well done. Well done, Panda.
Oh, look at your little dude. I love him so much.
Yeah, he's so like, he's just got his arms behind his back and he's just like,
So angry.
So I'm gonna detail him like a little bit more. So I'm gonna do that. And then this is the one that I did yesterday with my little mochi. So I'll probably finish him so he's like at this caliber. I don't know, do you happen to have your other one open?
Yes, I do.
So we can peek
at
it.
I just moved a thing. Right here. This is what I did yesterday. So I'll definitely finish both of these to make them all nice and
I think you have to open it in Photoshop.
In Photoshop?
Yeah, because I think you're capturing your window for it.
There we go. I just closed it out. Do you see it now?
I don't. Let me see let me go to full cam, or maybe it's just the way that it's capturing. I think because you're capturing, you're probably sharing your Photoshop window, and there we go. There you go.
Okay, there it is. Yes.
Got it. So that's what Panda did yesterday, and it was really, really cute. Little jelly girl with a little whipped cream towel. I love it.
Thank you.
We do have to say goodbye. So real quick before we do turn the stream off, Panda, where can people find you online?
I do have a Behance account. You can find my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Pinterest through there.
Okay.
And then from Twitter, you can find my Twitch account, my ArtStation, and other websites that I have.
Yeah, definitely check out Panda's Twitch and stuff, because Panda does do live streams of her own, and I have dual streamed on Twitch with Panda before, so there's more shenanigans of that sort there. But that is all the time we have for today. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. This was a blast, and we will see you next time. Adios, everyone.
Bye.